before you this morning as I return to work to say that I love my Lord Jesus, I love all people, and I love my job. I want to continue to serve all three as I have tried to do until now. Since January of this year, I have been asking Governor Beshear, the Kentucky legislature, and more recently Judge Bunning for one simple thing, an accommodation for my religious beliefs regarding marriage that would allow me to serve the citizens of Round County without violating my conscience. My name or official title on the marriage certificate points to the same person, me, Kim Davis. To affix my name or authoritative title on a certificate that authorizes marriage that conflicts with God's definition of marriage as a union between one man and one woman violates my deeply held religious convictions and conscience. For me, this would be an act of disobedience to my God. While there are many accommodations available, a very simple accommodation I have proposed is to remove my name and my title as the clerk of Round County completely off the marriage license. These licenses could be issued under another authority, including perhaps the Commonwealth of Kentucky or Governor Beshear himself. If these needed to be recorded in the clerk's office, like a vehicle registration, a lien, or a judgment, that could be done. That doesn't raise a conflict of conscience because then we as clerks are not the authorizer of the license. Because my pleas for a modest accommodation have been refused or not acted upon, I have been required to do that which my conscience forbids. As a result, I have spent 6 days in jail because I could not abandon my faith. I thank the Lord that Judge Bunning released me from jail last Tuesday. But today, as I return to work, my simple request for an accommodation has gone unheard. Whether I personally issue the license or whether one of my deputies issues it, the result is the same. The license is issued under the authority of Kim Davis, County Clerk of Round County. Besides my conscience, there is a real need for the legislature to address Kentucky's marriage laws. The President of the Senate stated himself and told the courts that the marriage laws are shredded. The statute forbids issuance of a marriage license to someone not expressly authorized by statute to receive one. Even if a court strikes down a law, it cannot create a new statute. That must be done by the legislature. To issue a license to a person that is not authorized to receive it under the statute is a direct violation of law. This too needs to be addressed by the legislature. And so I'm here before you this morning with a seemingly impossible choice that I do not wish on any of my fellow Americans: my conscience or my freedom. My conscience or my ability to serve the people that I love, obey God, or a directive that forces me to disobey God even when there are reasonable accommodations available. I have thought and prayed very hard about what to do. The decisions I have made in this case and the decisions I will continue to make in this case are mine and mine alone. I don't want to have this conflict. I don't want to be in the spotlight, and I certainly don't want to be a whipping post. I am no hero. I'm just a person who's been transformed by the grace of God and who wants to work, be with my family. I just want to serve my neighbors quietly without violating my conscience. And so this morning, I am forced to fashion a remedy that reconciles my conscience with Judge Bunning's orders, effective immediately. And until an accommodation is provided by those with the authority to provide it, any marriage license issued by my office will not be issued or authorized by me. I want the whole world to know, be no mistake about it, that if my deputy clerks who do not have my authorization or the authority, they don't have my authority to issue any license whatsoever. I love my deputy clerks, and I hate that they have been caught in the middle. If any of them feels that they must issue an unauthorized license to avoid being thrown in jail, I understand their tough choice, and I will take no action against them. However, any unauthorized license that they issue will not have my name, my title, or my authority on it. Instead, the license will state that they are issued pursuant to a federal court order. Judge Bunning indicated last week that he was willing to accept altered marriage license, even though he was not certain of their validity. I, too, have grave doubts whether the license issued under these conditions are even valid. This is why, once again, I urge Governor Beshear, the legislature, and the court to intervene. They have the authorization and the authority to provide these types of accommodations, and there's no reason why they cannot do so. Are we not a big enough, a loving enough, and a tolerant enough state to find a way to accommodate my deeply held religious convictions? While my case may be the most visible right now, there are millions of other people out there in the private and the public sector who face and are in the same position, and they also need reasonable accommodations. I urge everyone to remain civil and peaceful. I pray that our dialogue remains civil and respectful, because I love the Lord and I love all people. I harbor no ill will to anyone. I hate no one, because I have been transformed by the love and forgiveness of my Lord Jesus Christ. I love every person. I love you all because he first loved me. Today, I put my faith and my trust in God and God alone. Thank you.